We are actually having a really fascinating conversation talking about budgets. I know those words don't always go together, but it is time for us to check in with the city of York. We've got Rebecca Mestis, who handles the community engagement side of the city, and Dalton Pierce is the city manager. And good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Dalton, let's rarely do our audience members get to hear what we talk about before the microphones turn on. A lot of times we don't want them to hear because some of it is not suitable for television or radio.
Right.
But this budget process is very interesting. So let's start there with when your budget starts and what's happening like today.
Right. So, our fiscal year goes from October to September. A lot of places go from July to June, states on a July to June budget. But, you could have a mixed bag. You could have April to March. I had that in Blacksburg over in Cherokee County. But where we're at right now is usually we get about 6 months before the budget is adopted. So that April timeframe, where we're at now is sent out budget requests or the documents to the department heads. They've done their due diligence and they're submitting to us. They're due May 1st. Our personnel requests are due a week before, just so, that can be the heftiest part of the budget as far as that goes, but kind of seeing what they're looking at. And then we'll have meetings the middle of May with each department and kind of discuss, explain this budget request and all that you have. And then come June, you'll have some maybes, some soft yeses, and definitely some hard no's. And then come July, because we're still projecting revenue, still collecting revenue, seeing where we're at. And then, the month of September, we go and go through that process as far as 2 readings and everything. But usually I give the city manager's recommendation of the budget the middle of August at a workshop, and then we're off and running. So it's kind of that continuation of projecting revenues, looking at expenses. You don't want to be too overzealous on the expense side, but also as a growing community, we want to try to have as much quality and capital being used in that budget with just everything that's going on. So
I just imagine you getting the binder dropped on your desk and you at your desk with a red pen scratching it out, or a green pen and saying yes. But by the time you get to that point, you've had multiple discussions with these folks. So it's not your first time seeing the final budget. It's not their first time if they hear no. They might be frustrated, but it's a little bit of explanation to them, right?
So It's kind of a twofold thing. One being just our operations and maintenance. So that's all our, police, fire, everything, all the personnel and everything, but also our budget, which has caused it to basically double from 2 fiscal years ago, is our capital projects. So we have a lot of those going out to bid. We have expenses still coming in. We do put a cutoff date, September 1. So we're in line with those capital revenues and expenditures for those projects, just so we have the best foot moving forward. We'll have a budget amendment this coming year for a few things, but nothing due to like Surfside Beach with a $1.8 million deficit or anything like that. So we're very fiscally responsible. The city is very healthy with its cash flow as far as that goes, but a lot of that's being transitioned into permanent assets, and we'll have depreciation schedules and be able to, keep that on the books. Going from money to an actual asset is a big deal for us. So continue to increase our value of all enterprises.
And I guess you have to account for inflation as well, because a lot of what you're doing is building and maintenance and that kind of thing.
And the good thing is even though we're a little off kilter, it's good for us. A lot of people are adopting that budget come July 1, so we can look around and see what are they doing for COLAs? What are they, putting into their budgets? What kind of techniques and innovation are they using? Not everything's applicable, but a lot of things in government are duplication, replication, and scaled to various sizes depending on your community. So it's not reinventing the wheel by any means.
And typically, how big is your budget there in the city of York?
Well, right now it's at like $47 million. Historically, if you go back 14 years, it was like $10 million, and it's kind of grown. Back in when I first got there, it was $24 million. But now with all the capital projects and everything, we're not taking out debt service. It's basically pay as you go with grants, the American Rescue Plan funds, and then revenues we've generated internally, those commitments to get these projects done.
You mentioned those capital projects. What are some of those capital projects that are going out to bid in the city of York?
Right. So let's see. We have Lincoln Road Sidewalk. That's been out to bid, looking to award that at the next council meeting. That'll basically connect the high school down to the roundabout where 49 Lincoln Road comes in and tied into the historic district. We have our old water filtration plant, which is being demoed. They actually started work on that yesterday. We have Green Street Park that is going out to bid probably next week as far as that goes. It's a smaller park, but that's being funded through impact fees. So we have about 12 parks, and with impact fees, the city started collecting those back in 22 and are programming those to start addressing those long-needed repairs, maintenance, and improvements to those facilities.
All right, we're going to swing things over to Rebecca Mestis, who handles all of the community engagement activities within the city of York. And Rebecca, what's on your to-do list?
Friday is a big day for us. We have the grand opening of our fitness court at the York Recreation Complex. Starts at 10 a.m. We encourage everybody to come out and check out the new court. We will have the fire department and the police department will have a friendly little competition to see who can finish the course fastest. And of course, we'll have you as our MC that day. So we are very excited about that. We also have Cinco de Mayo coming up next Friday night. So May 3rd, 6 to 9, downtown New York. We have Bajo Cero out there. Rosita's, our local downtown Mexican restaurant, will be serving up some delicious Mexican food. We've got a cultural dance group. We've got a Mexican group coming out too to perform. So there's a lot happening.
So we don't want to get people confused. Even though Cinco de Mayo is on a Sunday, we're celebrating it on Tres Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
We will be serving it. We will be celebrating it on Friday night, and then we also have one of our local toy stores, Pixie's Keep Toys and Games, is actually having a street con. This is their first street con that they're having May 4th and 5th in downtown York. So, if you're into anime and con, definitely come and check that out as well.
It's great. Well, this outdoor fitness facility is just really one of a kind. We're one of just 2 in the state, correct?
Currently, yes.
Wow.
So, it is an exciting weekend next weekend. I would like to give a shout out. Me and my wife will be celebrating 1 year of marriage on Sunday.
Really?
So 1 year.
And
my beautiful, wonderful, smart
and
wife.
so
I would like to say that.
That's right. So that means you've been here a little over a year, right? Because when we first met you that was the first thing you said. I'm engaged.
Yeah.
And
So looking forward to that.
That's amazing.
Started back in January. She's nothing short of amazing. So just wanted to recognize her.
Yes. I can vouch. I have seen her with my own eyes, and I've said thank you.
She is real.
For what you put up with. Yes, she is real. Well, congratulations. So it's this Sunday?
It'll be actually Sunday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo.
Oh,
that's right.
That's an easy day.
Yeah, it's like a big celebration.
Absolutely.
Always.
Be like, hey, you want to go out to eat for, the anniversary? Absolutely, yes.
Wow. Boy, that year has flown by, Dalton.
Yeah.
It has, but it's been great.
Wow. Well, congratulations to you on that feat. Congratulations again to the city of York for this outdoor fitness facility. Again, one of just 2 in the state of South Carolina. It gives people the opportunity to exercise at their own pace using outside equipment. So you can run, walk, exercise, do all the stuff that you do, and just swing on by and get swole patrol for sure. And what's the location again?
It is York Recreation Complex. That is 74 4th Street.
Okay, we're going to see everyone out there on Friday. It's going to be a good time, and happy budget season.
That's right.
Can't wait to see what some of those yeses and nos look like when you join us this summer.
That's right.
For sure.